Hi everybody, thanks for joining me again today on my channel. I have to apologize, I'm a day late in getting this layout done, but I was a little busy with doing some wedding crafty stuff. I'm making koozies for my son and his future bride's wedding in the summer, and there's going to be a lot of them, so I kind of spent the weekend doing that. And I was looking at this sketch, and I don't know if you guys sometimes get the same way. I was just having a brain freeze, I would guess you could call it, where I just couldn't think of what direction to go and what pictures to use. And I think that goes in line with right now with my pictures kind of being a mess and needing to organize, that I couldn't just quickly pull something out to put together. So I've been, for the last year, really trying hard to organize my room and get things put away. And like with the last 30 days of sketches, I've done pretty good. I was able to get all of those embellishments put away. And then I also had my IKEA box that was stuffed with numerous things that whenever something was loose, I found I would kind of shove it in there. So after I put everything away, I did find like all these new embellishments and things like that that needed to also get back in there. So that's on the side. And then I had just this stack of things that I've gotten in, like I had a hip kit that I finally broke down, and just little things that were shoved in that IKEA container. And I had them on the side of my desk. And to make a long story short, when I was going through, I found this, which probably came from one of my Secret Not Secret kit clubs. And this is for Studio 40, and it's Hello Fall, and it's just circle stickers. And then I think I have like 4 packs of these buttons that came in Freckled Fawn grab bag kits when you'd get the zipper pouch for like $1 or whatever it is. So I have a bunch of these, and this was sitting on my desk. And if you look at the sketch, it's calling for a lot of multi-size circles. And I'm like, I could do something with these stickers. So instead of going and cutting out circles, I could actually use these circle stickers, and then these smaller ones for the smaller circles that are on the sketch. So then I thought of, these are fall, and I have 2 pictures. This is of my son and his fiance, and they had gone to the pumpkin patch, and they ran into my other daughter with my 2 grandsons. So I'm actually going to scrapbook a picture of them, and so that will be the page. So jumping off on that, then I was able to go in, and in my fall embellishments, I found another Freckled Fawn. I have these leaves and pumpkins, and I thought, along with sprinkling the stickers and the circles, I could maybe put some of the leaves in. We'll see how they look. I found these enamel phrases that was from a Cartabella kit. This is probably from either... I could have gotten this like at Scrapbook Expo. Echo Park has a stand there, or it may have come from another like a grab box or something. So I thought I could use those. For my 6x6 pad, I just have this crepe paper farmhouse, and I think all the colors go really well, like this kind of thing. I pulled out 1 sheet from the Auburn Lane 6x8 that I can use for the larger piece in the background. And then this is just a very, very old piece of paper that was from, I think it's Design Cuts with a View, DCW, and, or I should say DCWV, and I want to say it's like spiced cider or something like that. It was like old. I think I got it on clearance. So this is going to be my background, and then I will use this for a layering piece, and these for the bands, my 2 pictures. I have my thickers that I think I'm going to go in, they're black, which pulls a little of the black out, and then gold. And these items from Freckled Fawn that have been in my stash for a while. So I'm going to put you on pause for just a moment, and then we're going to come back and we'll go ahead and fast forward and put this together for you. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and we're just going to go ahead and start putting this layout together. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my 12-inch trimmer, and I'm just going to cut off the branding strip and throw that away. And we're just going to leave it as the 12 by 12 background. And then I'm going to take this, the branding strip off of the Auburn Lane paper and just start laying it out. I do end up picking 2 florals out of the farmhouse pack, and one of them was a full sheet, and I'm kind of kicking myself because I actually had a scrap I could have used. And I'm just cutting these to about 1 1/4, 1 1/2, thereabouts. And then I did go to the front of my little book where I have my scraps, and I pulled out 2 other colors that I just had scraps for. So I'm cutting, again, 1 1/2 inch-ish width, and then I cut them in half at 3 inches so that I could place them on each side. Now in the sketch it does show that background paper is a little bit lower, so in order to stretch it I'm going to cut that in half as well. I'm going to put 4 inches above and 2 inches below, and that will be just enough to have it peek out from underneath and kind of mat it, and no one will know that it's cut in half. I'm going to go ahead and take the smaller pieces and just kind of tuck them in and get them underneath. Now I'm only putting 1 small strip of glue underneath the pictures. I'll go back when we're off camera and put more down. I'm just basically tacking them in place in the center, and then that allows me to be able to tuck anything under that I need to. And then I ended up not even tucking anything under the pictures like I thought, other than the strips. So I'm just lining all that up. And I was debating on which way to put the pictures, but because my grandkids are so close to the edge, it was better to have them on the left-hand side, and then the smaller photo of just my son and his fiance on the right-hand side. Now in the sketch it does show that it has like 5 strips, and like 1 is a complete strip underneath the photos. So instead of using the paper from the pad, I actually went into my washi tape and I pull out this one that has fall leaves, and it's a lot of the colors that I'm already using in the layout. Now because I didn't want that black really being strong showing through the washi tape, if you double it up you'll find that it will make it more opaque. You can still see some of it, but it's not as much as if you had just put 1 layer down. Now I'm taking the stickers that are just fall related, and I'm putting those around the page. So I have fall is here, crispy, sweater weather, fall in love, happy fall y'all, cozy, and autumn leaves. There was one that said like cuddle under a blanket and I love fall. The one with I love fall was in purple, which I don't have any of those colors in here, and they're not cuddling up under a blanket, so I didn't include those 2. They'll just go back into my fall stash. So now I'm just placing my title down, and I'm following along pretty close to the sketch. I'm not veering from it that much. So I'm just putting pumpkin patch, and then once I have the title down, then I'm going to try and nestle the different items around it to try and make it look like it's on that diagonal. And I'm just sprinkling those buttons, the cork pieces, and then the I think it was, what did I say, Pretty Little Studio. I threw away the packaging already. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle those around so that they form that diagonal line. And that's pretty much going to be it for my layout. I'll trim off that little excess that's at the top, and I'm not going to put anything else. I could put enamel dots, but it really didn't need it. There's already so much dimension on there with the buttons and then the cork pieces. It really went together fast. I think the whole thing took 20 minutes once I turned on the camera. So sometimes in your stash you can find that one thing that all of a sudden turns the light bulb on and you're like, oh, okay, this is the direction I'm going. And that's what I needed this day. So here are some close-ups for you. Again, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. And hopefully I will be on time on Sunday now that things are kind of quieting down at my house, and I should be able to get some layouts done during the week. Thank you so much for stopping by, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.